You're stubborn.
Yeah.
I'm not stubborn.
No, I'm not stubborn. Wonder where you get that from.
Yeah. I find that start of my childhood just one big blur, because there was so many things that happened all at once. It's almost hard to sort of recollect my memories in it.
Yeah, quite a few years back when me and your mum broke up as well. That was pretty tough on all of you guys, because there wasn't kind of much communication as well.
It sort of made me feel like, what have I done? You know, that my dad isn't here.
Yep.
And then I guess when we finally moved to Tauranga and we started to live with you, it was just learning to understand each other, or where we come from. And so I think that's where the rubber really hit the road for us.
You started making decisions on your own, and from there we didn't have that kind of good father-son relationship, because of the fact is that you were doing your own stuff as well, and it was hard to see that.
I think I felt a lot of hurt towards you, and I wanted to really let you know. And so it wasn't that I hated you, like it wasn't that I didn't want anything to do with you, but I just did feel really hurt. And so every time I would go out partying or run away from home and spend a couple of nights away and then come back, I know it was like, oh man, I'm in trouble, but at least I had my dad's attention.
The hardest part was seeing you go through that. With you away, it was always, wondering where you were, if you were safe as well, and so it was really hard, because even your brother sometimes asked about, always Jacob. And so it was hard for me to go, well, actually I don't know. And as a dad, I had to, because I wanted to protect you out there in the big world, and with me being in security, that's what I do. But for the first time, I wasn't in control. That was pretty tough, because Dad had to just kind of take my hands off, just allow God to do it, because the more hands I put on, the more I made it worse. But at the same time, keep the doors open, to you as well, and to say, hey, you still got a home, you're still loved, and the door's always open 24/7.
I felt like that space was good for us. It made me appreciate what you were trying to do, or what you were trying to protect me from. Experiencing all of those things for myself, and a lot of it's ugly, a lot of it's stupid, and those were the things that you were trying to warn me about. I guess after doing so much partying, there was still this emptiness in my heart that no alcohol, no party could ever fill. And so that's where I felt like there was almost like a drawing back home. God was just like knocking at my door. In the process of coming back to God is when I knew that there was a lot of forgiveness that needed to happen with you. So in our pre-marriage course, one of the subjects of it was forgiveness. Going to those people that we feel like we haven't extended that forgiveness for yet. And I knew that there was huge hurt and still unforgiveness between our relationship. I came over and I asked for forgiveness for a lot of the things that I had done as a son to you. And I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry that I didn't do the things that you wanted me to do. I'm sorry I wasn't more respectful to you. And I remember your response was like a major shift in my heart towards you. And it was just like, my prayer has always been that you would find your own walk with God. And now that you found that, I feel like my prayers have been answered. So all that stuff, the ugly stuff that we went through, that's like nothing. And there was like a new love and appreciation for our relationship there.
Seeing all of a sudden the two paths that went our own separate ways starting to come back together, and starting to walk the journey together rather than walking it separately. And it was the first time we actually laughed and talked about real man stuff, and that we actually understood each other, and also we listened to each other as well, which was huge. And so I asked you to forgive me too for for the times when I wasn't there as well, and so I can't take that back, but I can take them now.
What's happened in the past is in the past, but I'm choosing to look forward into what we can build as memories in the future. I thank you so much for laying that foundation of faith in my life. Even those years of partying couldn't break the foundation of what you laid for me. And so I thank you so much for, showing me to be a man to my kids. You never gave up on me. And so to never give up on my kids, no matter how ugly the relationship gets. And always pray for them. That was one of the other big things that I want to thank you for praying for me.
Yeah.
Even though I was far, even though I pushed you away, you still prayed for me.
You know, so I want to thank you also as well for being an amazing husband and also amazing dad that you are today as well. Love you, son.
Love you too.